It's 2:30 p.m., the witching hour. I'm absolutely blasted off my booty on keyboard duster, and I'm debating the finer points of sit wiping versus stand wiping with the shadow creatures in the corner of my room. Eventually though, this gets a little boring because they keep just saying, use a bidet, lol. Like, God, I'm sorry, I'm not a communist. Anyway, so I take out my phone and begin searching, hoping to find something a little more spicy and a little more interesting. Except there's one issue. In my impetuosity, I get my dark black browsers mixed up, and as such, I accidentally look up some sensitive material on Spotify. I was about to correct my mistake, close Spotify, and instead open up Internet Explorer for the last time before it was shut down. But then something happened. I got a result. I didn't know it at the time, at least not for another 15 minutes, but this would be just the tip of a very large and sexy iceberg of naughty podcasts, audiobooks, and content that exists on Spotify. Oh, and before we begin, if you want to like investigate this on your own, well, just the podcasts like to kind of just sit on your homepage, just like with no way to clear them. So that's up. Anyways, here we go. Oh, and just because this video is like definitely gonna get a content strike, I'm gonna be fairly excessive with the censoring. Not insanely excessive with the censoring because that would just be not uploading audio in the first place, but like definitely fairly excessive, so be ready. Whoa, close switch. All right, I have a confession to make. The story at the beginning was a lie. The only drug I do is poppers, for your information. My first actual run-in with this kind of content was a podcast called Faster Rate at Midnight with, and I think it's fair to say, everyone's favorite goddess Hannah. I think I like swipe typed master or master or something accidentally, because I mean, let's be real, who purposely uses swipe type? And then didn't notice and typed like the first few letters of Midnight City or something cringe. But I was curious when I saw this, so the next day when I remembered it, I mean, I just had to play it for the boys in Discord, you know? Get a little circle going. And it turns out it was worth it, because
that shit popping.
So popping, in fact, that it actually got removed from Spotify, Podtail, Apple Podcasts, and the goddess's personal website. I do have access, though, to some similar recordings from her. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. I'll show you some of my favorite moments.
Hello there, slave boy. This is Goddess Hannah here. I am going to tease you and your pathetic little cock in a way that no woman has done before. I am throwing a big challenge to you and all the other boys out there. I am going to count from 25 backwards to 0, and if you can get your hard cock to hold on without coming till I reach 0, then you will have passed the challenge. You have to learn the art of prolongation. 14. Are those toes all blue by now, sissy boy? We're at number 5 now. Oh, my little baby, is that all hard? 4. Ooh, I do love giving jobs to all the men like you. I have often used their faces for footrests, my soles resting along their lips, noses, and foreheads, while they silently sniffed and licked the bottoms of my pretty silky feet.
Alright, so yeah, like obviously cringe and all that, but this was only supposed to be like 20 seconds, and you've now dragged it on for like 16. So you're not just a but a cheating too. Wait, cheating? Oh, it's porn. Okay, that makes more sense. I really like this next one a lot. Check this out.
Deep down, you have always known you are a girl. You are a girl. You are a girl. You like to wear girl things. Boys don't wear girl things. Admit it. You are a girl. Quit resisting. You are a girl. You want to wear lipstick and nail polish every day.
Dude, it literally sounds like the intro sample to an EDM song. Like, Skrillex, dude, you need to hop on this.
Deep down, you have always known you are a girl.
But yeah, like, what is this, dude? Is it a sex thing? Like, do people listen to this to try and transition? I mean, like, I know she's a goddess, but she doesn't actually have magical powers, you know? Oh! My bullets are gone. Oh, also she does movie trivia. Anyways, you've heard enough from me about how great Goddess Hannah is, but what do other people have to say? Well, anonymous phone sex lover says Hannah was sexy, smart, creative, and funny. It was just a fun, erotic, and extremely satisfying experience. I look forward to talking to Hannah again. Not bad for teasing Goddess LLC. Anyways, it's basically weird audio. This was just the beginning of the rabbit hole for me though, and it turns out there's a lot more stuff like this on Spotify. Like, I was under the impression that Spotify was mainly for blasting Lim Fow's 2011 smash hit single Party Rock Anthem on repeat with occasional episodes of Call Her Daddy mixed in.
We're not saying cheat, but we are saying be crazy as fuck, because guys love the crazy.
But it turns out you can crank serious hog on there. Like, they got anything you could want. Fisting, they got it. Golden showers, they got it. Swedish girls, the fichte, and Master Chief must have sex to protect Reach.
Sir, losing my virginity.
So yeah, once I discovered this veritable cornucopia, I just had to dive in. Here are some of my favorites. Clothes change. Alright, so firstly we have Fucking So Hard by Giving Her From Behind, whose episode description is beautiful and nice, and whose about section is I just can't stop this imagination of having a doggy. They like an Indian dude kind of saying some words, but you can't really hear anything. It's an experience.
Hello everyone, my name is James Wilson. You know, just want to share with you guys my experience on sex, you know. Sex is very nice. Sex is very, very nice. Sex is sweet. Sex is very okay. Sex is very good. Sex is nice.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hear. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I actually used to want to go to college for audio engineering, so I'm pretty solidly mediocre in that department. I did some advanced scrubbing and recovery in order to try and, actually get something from this. I think I got it to within about 86% accuracy, give or take a couple of percentage points. And yeah, take a listen.
Hello everyone, my name is James Hughes. You know, just want to share with you guys my experience. Sex is sweet. Sex is very nice. Sex can help the blood flow well.
Yeah, it's actually pretty steamy now that it's deciphered. The only issue is it's really short. Like, I last a long time, so I could probably get about, 20 sessions out of it before I'd have to repeat anything. This next one's from my personal collection. It's called Erotica, First Time at a Gay Bathhouse. I had to be really careful when I was researching this because if you fall asleep listening to something like this, then you can actually become gay. Sort of like how if you fall asleep listening to, say, French, for example, you can actually learn French in your sleep, which is obviously even worse.
A little about me. I'm 100% out, proud, gay, versatile man, and love to have sex with men. I am in my early 60s now, so over the years I've had hundreds of men. It seems like I can never have enough sex, even now. I am 5 foot 10 inches, 32-inch waist, 7-inch cut dick. Oh no! Low hangers, thick bush, but a smooth chest with a nice tail and not trimmed anywhere. Nice hairy ass and a very tight hole that likes to get attention. I can deep throat just about any size, honestly.
Wow. My Nubian king is truly the king of spoken and this really goes to show why. It just helps me so much when I know these sort of personal details about the narrator and that they really do care about people.
This bathhouse is huge. It used to be a Greyhound bus station. It is said to be the largest bathhouse in the country, and it's in Cleveland, Ohio, of all places.
Dude, that is way too specific to not be a real place. Like, oh, wait, I bet I can find it if I actually look. Let me just try. It's gonna take a little, I'm sure, but I found it already.
I undressed with the door slightly open. After I put my cock ring on, I sat down and started playing with my cock and huffed on some poppers to get me in the mood. He got right down on his knees and sucked my cock down to the root. This guy knew how to suck dick. Switching between my balls, taint, and cock. When I felt a mouth on my dick, I looked down and there was a very cute twink sucking away. He sucked my country. He hadn't sucked in years.
I'm not going to last long before I get banned, am I? Finally, one of the most interesting ones, but hopefully you guys aren't upset because it's like, technically it's not, like, I can see why it's on Spotify, like, allowed, you know? It's just, I mean, it's really funny, so I had to include it. I would say the name, but I think the mistress can do it a lot better. This is...
Light workers who play in the dark, where we bring the darkness into the light. I'm your host, Mistress Dominatrix, and I have been a professional dominatrix for over 2 decades. I'm also a certified sexologist and a kink life coach. I hold a PhD and a master's degree in psychology. I am the founder of the Evolutionary Dominatrix Academy and the creator of Conscious Kink Community.
All right, wow, but I can't get over the fact that's basically COD Zombies music in the background. Like, that would go perfectly with the game.
Welcome to Light Workers Who Play in the Dark, where we bring the darkness into the light. I'm your host, Mistress Dominatrix, and I have been a professional dominatrix for over 2 decades.
I guess because of the association, now when I play zombies, I'll probably get even more of a than I already do.
Golden showers, water sports, piss play, and golden nectar toilet training. These are all different names for basically the same thing, urine play. In this interview with 4 of my personal subs, we break down why this is so hot for each one of them personally. So we have Gio, who is a pure golden shower fetishist. He's a more of a bottom. He's not really submissive at all. We just do kind of like a top bottom role play thing on golden shower. So that's how we play. With Greg, when we play with it, we play with it from a humiliation, degradation standpoint. So that's where I'm coming from when I play with Greg. With Julia, it is used as, so my golden nectar is used as a way to worship me. So Julia is more of a worshipful sub when I play with Julia surrounding golden. And with Charles, he is my personally colored slave. So I play with golden from the aspect of I'm his owner, he's my slave, my property, and I can do what I want.
Okay, record scratch freeze frame. What the hell? That is fun. Like, are you okay with this, black people? Because I'm white, and I find that incredibly offensive that this dude is literally role-playing the 1800s so he can come harder while getting pissed on. Like, jeez. Anyways, our heroes have been introduced. Time to see what they have to say.
Okay, so Gio, what is your perspective as a pure golden shower fetishist, and why is it hot for you?
Thank you.
Oh, he's a gentleman.
It's also a very primal thing. The actual liquid is hot. The rushing of it. I'm actually really into when the stream, the pee stream is really ferocious, like a flood. It's like an ASMR thing for me, which just happens to be hot. So.
All right, wow. For like a dominatrix humiliation thing, I would have expected her to be a lot ruder, but she's not interrupting him. She's acknowledging everything he says. I mean, she's being really polite right now. All right, that's basically Gio or Joe or whatever his name is. I'm not going to look up how to pronounce it again. Time for Greg.
I guess one scene that I could look back on that to me totally demonstrates it all is one time I was basically the dom tied me up. So I'm laying on my back. She had me tied up in that position, left for a while, came back, and then just like peed all over my face, peed in my mouth, made me drink it, but then also made sure to get a bunch of it on my face. And also even after we finished and she came back and she untied me, I didn't take a shower. And we were at an event, I went out, maybe it was around 11:30 midnight, and go out where, everyone else was hanging out. Then you wake up the next morning, it's still on me. And I don't take a shower until the next night.
Wowza, dude. Like, there was a lot of spicy stuff there. I had to cut stuff too, because I didn't want it to drag. I am just realizing now that I didn't plan a joke for this section, but I mean, the audio probably speaks for itself anyway. All right, time for Julia.
I see you and as kind of this divine being. I see you as a goddess. I see it as a gift. It's something that's from your body. from your body that you're allowing me to take into me. And one of the things that I love is I always want to feel more feminine, more and more feminine. And one of the things that you pointed out to me is when I'm ingesting your golden nectar is I'm getting your female hormones, and that's helping to change me.
What? That is some Republican state HRT bullshit, dude. Like, just go get prescribed estrogen. There's no need to be so extra. All right, lastly, we have Charles, and I think it's fair to say Charles needs no introduction. No introduction other than the one the mistress gives him.
Charles, Slave Charles, is my slave. He's my property. And, you know, this is very interesting, our story with Golden, because I never asked Charles if he had a thing for golden nectar. I never asked if he's got a fetish or a kink for it. I've never asked because he is my property and it is real. It's real. There's no limits. I do 100% what I want to him, and he has to take it. And he has to learn how to take other things that I have a kink for that he doesn't. And he has to do it for me.
All right, dude, that is metal. And like, I do just want to reiterate, just given the history of our country, bro, and like, you know, our past, it just, I think it's too soon. I really think it's too soon. Maybe black gimps have reclaimed it, but I just feel like they should have to give white gimps a pass for this kind of role play.
Wouldn't you say so, Charles?
I would, mistress. Our dynamic is one that continues to evolve a little bit. And it's my greatest desire that your desires become my desires.
All right, this is the exact kind of voice I would have expected for this sort of tomfoolery.
Mistress! You peeled my glasses, mistress. Now I can't see.
To be honest, other than that, he didn't really do anything interesting. It was mostly just him being horny on main. So yeah, there is literally everything on Spotify. Every kind of porn. Even the illegal stuff. There was this one I clicked on because it had a really funny name that was like, Docking Horror Story, Pythonic Engulfment. By the way, that is not the real name whatsoever. Do not try and look for it. And so I clicked on it and I already wanted to include it just because the name was so funny. This girl starts talking in it and not like audio, like it's like a podcast or something, but the thing is, she sounds really young, like early teenage years. I kept listening though, because I'm like really bad with age. Like one time, for example, I accidentally hooked up with the Queen of England in this club toilet. Like I swore she didn't look older than 35. So I keep listening, and then like 30 seconds in, she's like, yeah, so I'm 15 and really open about stuff. I didn't find out what she was so open about because I instantly clicked off and reported it, but given the title and the description, I didn't want to stay around for it. So yeah, after that experience, I'm pretty sure there's more types of porn available on Spotify than on Pornhub. Not that I know about that kind of stuff on either platform. I know this is like a jokey video and all that, but I mean, that's really serious stuff, and it was really whack to just randomly see that on Spotify. I'm not much for like advocating, you know, crusades to make companies monitor every single piece of content that gets uploaded to their platform, but like, I don't know. I think something should be done about that. Call me crazy, but I think something should be done about that. Speaking of serious stuff though, we are at the end of the video, and normally I would say subscribe here, except I've actually had so many people unsubscribe recently that I'm just gonna say, please don't unsubscribe. Please do not unsubscribe.
One, two, three, go!
I don't wanna let